It's so good to see you.
I know.
And we never really get time to just
We never get to do this.
I'm super excited and so proud of you. I just have to say, I'm so proud of what you've done for years. You've been like, I have this idea. I want to add more value. And we've gone on walks together, like in the pandemic, we'd go on walks through the neighborhood.
Yes.
And we'd come up with all these different ideas of different things that could benefit the real estate community. And so Clubhouse, I've been hearing about for a long time, and kind of all the different iterations that got us to where it is today. It's so cool. Can you tell us a little bit, like, how would you describe Clubhouse?
Yeah, no, I'd love to. So the Clubhouse is an agent-to-agent platform. So more than just sharing private listings and buyer needs, it's really about connecting and community and like having a space for people to get deals done. And originally, like, you were obviously one of our like early members. You knew about the idea very early on. Yeah, we were just so excited to launch this really for like our clients, just to create this space where, you know, there is so much overlap and there is so much synergy between what people are looking for and what they've got going on, but there wasn't this like centralized space to really like send messages back and forth and connect and share. So yeah, it's been extremely fun to develop and also see it come to life.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we use it on a daily basis and with my team in my office, especially now more than ever with all the changes that are going on with the NAR changes and the settlement and all of these unknowns about what real estate is going to look like, how transactions are going to look like moving forward.
Like beyond just, you know, having the opportunity to market properties offline and have buyers, it's like this also gives you a space to really get proactive for your buyers. So kind of like flipping the whole process on its head and being able to share a buyer need just like you would share a listing and let people with listings come to you.
Absolutely.
It's all very exciting.
The Clubhouse tours that agents who are members of the Clubhouse can go and meet and, you know, and collaborate with one another, hear about new listings that are coming on the market or new buyer needs. The truth is, if I am sitting in front of my computer looking at what's coming up on Zillow, then that's kind of scary. That means I don't have enough going on.
No, you need the daily email from Clubhouse with a complete list of all the new private listings and buyer needs.
Correct.
It takes you a minute to scan that, and that's how.
Yeah, I can digest that information that my clients aren't going to know about and retain that information and bring that to them.
Yeah.
Instead of having to remember everything that's getting put onto the MLS that day, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, you're getting to see these homes at the very beginning before anyone else has seen them, before they're on Zillow, before they're on Trulia, before they're anywhere on Instagram or whatnot. So we're getting that true insider exclusive look that only benefits our clients.
Yeah.
2 questions.
Yes.
1, what were you doing before real estate?
Okay.
And 2, why real estate?
It happened so organically. When I lived in Chicago, so before moving to Austin in 2015, I had a freelance practice working with actually like mind-body professionals. So that was the focus of my social media management. And this was like early days social media, like 2008 up until like 2014. And then moving to Austin, I was just like, I'm going to meet anyone and everyone I can, and met an agent and started doing social media. That turned into managing social for a brokerage, and then met you, started working with other top agents, and then suddenly it's like a little company.
And you're like, how did I get here?
How did I get here? It's like truly like completely organic and like just saying yes to a lot of different things and not saying like, this is my path, this is what I'm gonna do. But really just saying like, yeah, that seems like a cool opportunity. Like, let's explore it. Like, oh, I don't know how to do that, but I can figure it out.
I think we can all agree, and like people don't really talk about this, but like moving sucks. Like it sucks. It is physically taxing. It's emotionally taxing. It's overwhelming mentally. Your calendar's all screwed up. I mean, and then you're living out of boxes in this transition phase, and
you just went through that.
I just went through it just a few months ago. I mean, we moved like 3 days later, went to wait for our daughter to be born in South Carolina. I mean, and came back to a house with a garage full of boxes.
It's too much.
Which are all gone. They're all gone. I deserve another cocktail, but no. They are all gone and they're put away. But like literally 2 days ago, I drove to my old house by accident, you know? So even those little things, but moving is tough. It is a tough thing.
It's so tough.
And and I have done it a lot, and I'm grateful for the one reason, and that is I have a very vivid memory of what it's like to go through. So I feel like I can bring that level of empathy to a transaction, which is super valuable. And you can too, now that you've been through it.
Yeah, but it's really, I mean, until you go through it, it's hard to appreciate what an emotional journey it is and like how important it is to have an empathetic agent on your side and someone who is really like open to being patient with you and listening and really advocating for you and educating you. It's truly invaluable. But I mean, honestly, any stage you're at, I feel like with anything in life, you're never done learning. It's like even this many years into my career, I'm like, wow, I can't believe I just like learned a very hard lesson again. Like, haven't I learned everything already?
That is one of the things that I absolutely love about real estate, and probably why I'm still so passionate about it, because there's something new that happens every single day, and I'm learning something new every single day. If it was the same day in and day out, I would be so bored. My ADHD would like not be able to handle it. So
it's truly just such a wild industry. What we both do, so much of it is like knowing how to just work with people and have empathy and be able to put yourself in someone else's shoes and think about the needs and wants of someone else. Like, it's been so much fun. I think the many years that we've been on the real estate marketing side of things, working with agents, I don't know how we could have developed the Clubhouse without the insights of like the close relationships that we have with people like you and other agents who have really shared so much about the inner workings of what you do and what you need and like what could be helpful.
I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb here. Now, I've only been a licensed realtor in Austin or Central Texas. You know, I've never been involved with another market intimately. But I got to tell you, I have a lot of friends that work in markets all across the country, and it just seems like Austin real estate community is a little bit different than what we see throughout the rest of the country, and in a really good way. I mean, it's a close-knit community. In general, we really do look out for each other and want to help one another. This job is so hard. It's really nice when at least you've got other people that are all going through it with you that are trying to help the best that they can.
Oh my gosh, 100%. What made you, when I told you about Clubhouse, what made you want to be in on the ground floor and become one of the founding members?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, you, because I know you, and
because I told you had to.
Maybe that too as well. No, because I know you, and I know that you don't do anything that isn't 110%. And so I'm here and supportive of that. The other thing is, I like to try new things. If there's something that I can do that's going to benefit my buyers and sellers, I'm here for it. You know, why wouldn't I do that? They're investing a lot of their faith and trust in me, and so I need to be able to perform and do the best for them as I can. And one of those ways, one of those tools is the Clubhouse. So it was a no-brainer. Really, at the beginning, you didn't know who was in there, but I, had faith that it was going to be fantastic, and I was right. And so it was kind of a big, like a coming out party, if you will.
It was so funny. And then we were like, okay, are people joining the Clubhouse because they really want this tool, or they just want this social media graphic to like join the club that everyone else is posting? But from those graphics and from you guys posting and sharing, we went from like 100 to 500, now almost 600 members.
Yeah. And deals are happening.
And people are connecting and communicating. And
you've got over 400 listings.
We've got over 400 private listings. I want to say around the same number of buyer needs. People are posting events, and we've got the daily emails that go out. We just added tools for gathering like analytics and data on your listings that you can then share with your sellers, which we know right now, like proving your value as an agent has never been more important. So like every little nugget you can share in those weekly reports or however you share things is so important. Yeah, it's so much fun to see it get put to work. What is the secret sauce? What is Wade and the Giles group bring to? I mean, we know that you've got the most stellar reputation. Your brand awareness is amazing. Everything's just so dialed in. Like, how does it happen?
Well, it's not just me. That's the first thing. It is a collaborative team effort, and I have some incredible people that work alongside me that are, I mean, they're incredible in each one of their fields. Recently we had someone join the team just a few months ago, and she came to me and she said, I'm so intimidated because everyone is so good at what they do. And that's a great place to be, because we all have our different focuses in the client experience and getting transactions closed. And so I only have a few parts, and then other people excel in other areas. And that's one of the biggest things. The other thing is passion. And I just think I haven't lost that passion for real estate. And I've been doing this for over a decade, and it's still, transactions still keep me up at night. I just have never lost that passion. I love people. Real estate is awesome too. I love homes. I love interior design. I love, different types of styles of homes and different neighborhoods and construction, all that stuff. I love homes, design, interiors, all that. But people and the opportunity to be of service for them is a huge honor, and I don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
No one else on my team does either.
No, and I think, something that, I've just noticed with, all the agents we've worked with through the years, that like having specialists is the biggest thing you can do, and not trying to do everything yourself and saying like, this is what I do, and then I have experts in their fields on my team to handle these other aspects of the business. And like, that is by far, like the most successful people are kind of organized in that way. And you have always had such phenomenal team members, and just like beyond just being good at what they do, they're like lovely people. So I can imagine, all of the buyers and sellers that you're working with, if they can't get you one day, they're like just as happy with
speaking to anyone on the team. Yeah. And I mean, our team, that's the goal, right? Because I can't be everywhere at one time. And there is oftentimes someone who has way more information about your question than I do.
Right.
In certain instances, so it's great.
If you weren't in real estate, what would you be doing?
Oh man. My whole life I wanted to be a horse trainer.
Okay, that makes sense.
And so but then in college I was kind of working at a horse farm, training some horses, and I realized like it is really hard work, and I'd rather just be the one who owns them and gets to ride them and not have to train them every day. So what would I do now? Gosh, I don't know. What would I do now? I don't know. It could be fun to be like a cruise ship director.
If you like being on, do you like being on cruises?
I don't know. I've been on one, but I feel like I would be good at that job.
Okay, I've been on one cruise, and I'm one and done on cruises.
Okay.
So I won't be visiting you, and you're a cruise ship director.
All right, maybe that was a bad idea.
Do you want to know what I would do?
Yeah. What would you do?
I would make pillows.
You would make pillows.
Yeah. I've been sewing.
Right. You made your balances. I remember when you were doing your living room.
So I made all the like decorative like couch pillows in our house, and the window treatments. It's like a very nice, I mean, my entire life is in front of a screen. And so it is so nice. Like, I love fabric shopping, and like, that's just so much fun. And like thinking about what's possible with, fabric, and then just getting to like turn off the screens and just focus, on that is
that's so
fun.
cool.
And then
cathartic.
like having this, and then, having this like beautiful object, which like, if you've been pillow shopping recently, like really nice pillows are very expensive. So
Well, Alissa, this has been amazing.
The best. We need to do this way more often.
Absolutely.
And thanks for teaching me how to zest.
You got it. And thanks for the great cocktail. Cheers.
Cheers.